Daily Words of God.
All of the work done throughout the 6,000-year management plan has only now come to a close. Only after all of this work has been revealed to man and carried out among man will they know all of his disposition and his possessions and being. When the work of this stage has been fully completed, all mysteries not understood by man shall have been revealed. All truths previously not understood shall have been made clear, and mankind shall have been told of its future path and destination. This is all the work that is to be done in this stage. Though the path that man walks today is also the path of the cross and one of suffering, what the man of today practices, eats, drinks, and enjoys are greatly different from that of man under the law and in the age of grace. What is asked of man this day is unlike that in the past, and even more unlike that asked of man in the age of law. And what was asked of man under the law when work was done in Israel? They were asked for no more than to keep the Sabbath and the laws of Jehovah. None were to work on the Sabbath or transgress the laws of Jehovah. But it is not so now. On the Sabbath, man works, gathers, and prays as usual, and no restrictions are imposed. Those in the age of grace had to be baptized. Not only that, they were asked to fast, break bread, drink wine, cover their heads, and wash the feet of others for them. Now, these rules have been abolished, and greater demands are made of man. For the work of God continuously deepens, and the entry of man reaches ever higher. In the past, Jesus laid his hands upon man and prayed. But now that everything has been said, what is the use of the laying on of hands? Words alone can achieve results. When he laid his hands upon man in the past, it was to bless and heal man. This was how the Holy Spirit worked at that time, but it is not so now. Now, the Holy Spirit uses words in his work to achieve results. He has made his words clear to you, and you should just put them into practice. His words are his will, and show the work he will do. Through his words, you can understand his will, and that which he asks you to attain. You just put his words into practice directly without the need for the laying on of hands. Some may say, "Lay your hands upon me. Lay your hands upon me so that I may receive your blessing and partake of you." These are all previous outdated practices that are now prohibited, for the age has changed. The Holy Spirit works in accordance with the age, not just at will or according to set rules. The age has changed, and a new age must bring with it new work. This is true of every stage of work, and so his work is never repeated. In the age of grace, Jesus did much of that work, such as healing sickness, casting out demons, laying his hands upon man to pray for man, and blessing man. However, to continue to do so, would serve no purpose in the present day. The Holy Spirit worked in that way at the time, for it was the age of grace, and man was shown enough grace for enjoyment. Man did not have to pay any price and could receive grace as long as he had faith. All were treated very graciously. Now the age has changed, and the work of God has progressed further. Through his chastisement and judgment, the rebelliousness of man and the unclean things within man will be cast away. As it was the stage of redemption, God had to do such work, showing man enough grace for man to enjoy, so that he could redeem man from sin, and through grace, forgive man their sins. This stage is done to reveal the iniquities within man, through chastisement, judgment, the smiting of words, as well as the discipline and revelation of words, so that they may afterward be saved. This is work more in depth than redemption. In the age of grace, man enjoyed enough grace and has already experienced this grace, and so it is no longer to be enjoyed by man. Such work is now out of date and is no longer to be done. Now, man is saved through judgment by the word. After man is judged, chastised, and refined, his disposition is thereby changed. Is this not because of the words I have spoken? Each stage of work is done in line with the progress of all mankind and with the age. All work has its significance. It is done for the final salvation, for mankind to have a good destination in the future, and for man to be divided according to their kind in the end.